Hello and welcome to video number 8. We're going to talk about apps and Google Drive. If I were to choose one feature, just one feature as a part of Google Hangouts that is super powerful, I have to say it's the apps. Google Hangouts without the app system and without the screen share is simply a webcam system. But with the app system and with it integrated with their powerful software applications, you have the ability to do so much more, interact a lot, and I'll show you right now. For example, this YouTube app allows you to watch YouTube videos together. Let's say, for example, you're in a meeting and maybe it's a product creation meeting, and you tell your group of clients or group of business partners, hey, I just saw a YouTube video that I think we should do something similar. So what you do is simply select the app. And of course, you'll need to accept the YouTube gadget. And this is really neat. I'm going to walk you through this whole process. But basically, all you have to do is simply click on Add Videos to Playlist. So basically, you're going to have a playlist, and you could add a bunch of videos to your playlist. If you wanted to do a product demonstration, for example, you could have several videos that you have in your playlist, and you could add them and show them for pre-launching methods, for pre-selling methods, and things like that. So this in itself is very, very powerful. So add videos to playlist. And what we can do here is we just simply, you can paste the video URL here, or you can do a search for a specific video. Let's say, for example, that you're in an advertising or marketing meeting and you're telling your business partners or your coworkers, hey, did you check out the Jeff Gordon Pepsi commercial? And what you do is you do a search on it and you simply click on plus. And of course, this will automatically play, but what you can do is you can go ahead and add more videos simply by doing a search on them and adding them to your playlist. If you click on back, then you'll be able to see your playlist here. Now, by default, sometimes you'll see some recommended videos down below the playlist. You can actually ignore those and simply focus on the playlist. Now, the cool thing is you can show them. You can say, hey, check this out. So you can play it, let them watch it, and then, of course, you can pause it at any time and have them review it. Now, keep in mind that whoever is in your Google Hangout session, they actually have control over the YouTube video. So they can actually pause it, play it, and so forth. So you'll want to make sure that in your Google Hangouts session, you have professionals that are not going to mess around and that are going to be, open ears and listening. Now, of course, your mic is going to be muted during the video playback. So if you want to talk, so if you play it, you want to talk, click right here, and you got to hold it while you're talking. So when you release it, then your microphone goes off. But as you can see, this is really, really powerful in itself. Just that one application is super powerful. You can share it with Google Plus if you want to. You can also save the playlists for later on. Let's say, for example, you're having a consulting session or a webinar that you will be doing again in 5 hours from now. If that's the case, simply click Save Playlist and you'll be able to save the playlist for the future sessions. Now, is that powerful or what? Another powerful app is called Remote Desktop. This basically allows you to control other people's computers. Now, why would you want to do that? Customer support. You could have your customer support people in a Google Hangout, helping other people by showing them how to do it simply by accessing their computers. Now, obviously, in order to do that, you have to get their permission, of course. So when you actually click on the person's computer, of course, there'll be somebody else. If you click on their computer, you'll be able to access their computer, but only if they accept. So they're going to get a notification on their end, and then they simply accept, and you'll have access to their computer. I can't say this again, but these apps are powerful. But for example, the remote desktop app, I remember back in the day working for an IT company. We were paying about $100 per person just to use the software. The fact that Google gives this to you for free is powerful. Now, you can say, okay, well, you can do that on Skype for free, right? Yes and yes. Well, the only downside with that is that with the upside here is that everybody can see it. So if everybody has the same problem, everybody in that group is able to see what is happening. They can see your webcam, you can alternate between the screen share and much more. So if you look at apps, there are a lot more apps here. We've got remote desktop, Sporkle, which is mentally stimulating diversions with friends. It's kind of like a fun thing. You got Hangout Toolbox, and if we scroll down, we've got games. You can read stories to your children, even if you're not at home. Got art projects, you've got productivity projects for meetings, Hangout games, YouTube videos, Google Drive, which allows you to access and edit your Google Docs, so you could access and edit your documents, your Excel spreadsheets. You could pull your Excel spreadsheets up, show everybody them. You got Google Effects, which is kind of like a fun thing. It's not necessarily the professional thing for a business. You got Scoot and Doodle, SlideShare, and more. And of course, they'll be adding more. And if you click on Recent and Developer, you might be able to see as they add the applications. But as of now, I mean, to be honest, just this here, the YouTube one, the productivity one, and the Google Drive is in itself very, very powerful. So that's really what makes this system super powerful.